Incidental Welsh is everyday Welsh that we can use casually, naturally, and in everyday situations. Incidental Welsh promotes natural learning as it's an informal way to learn the basics of the language. We use Incidental Welsh in our English-speaking schools in Wales as a key strategy to encourage use of the Welsh language. Our English-speaking schools conduct their teaching primarily in English, but they use Incidental Welsh to develop fluency and proficiency in the language from an early age. This video is the first in our series about using Incidental Welsh, so keep your eyes peeled for future content. Hello pawb, Nicola dwi o My Progression. And in today's video, we will be teaching you key Welsh phrases you can use in Progression Step 1, and we'll discuss the benefits of embedding Incidental Welsh into your classroom. If you are already confident in using Welsh phrases with children, this video will be helpful for you to identify the most relevant vocabulary. And if you're brand new to Welsh, this video is a great starting point for you. Feel free to pause and replay to practice. Cymraeg 2050. The Welsh Government's language strategy aims to increase the number of Welsh speakers to 1 million, which is approximately a third of Wales' population, and double the daily use of Welsh from 10% to 20% by 2050. We will be discussing progression steps within this video. In the curriculum for Wales, progression steps are key milestones that help guide and assess a learner's development throughout their education. They are a central feature of the updated curriculum and reflect the idea that learning is continuous, individual and developmentally appropriate rather than strictly age-based. Progression steps provide a roadmap for learners to progress through the curriculum at their own pace. In this video, we're going to cover some useful phrases relevant to Progression Step 1. These phrases are basic Welsh phrases that children within Progression Step 1 can learn and recall. At My Progression, CPD for all is at the forefront of our mind. We like to think our channel has something for everyone. So if you're enjoying this video so far, click like and subscribe and you will never miss a new update from My Progression. Before we look at different Welsh phrases you could use with the children, it's important to share the purpose of Progression Step 1. So Progression Step 1 guides early learning in a play-based, experiential and holistic way. It focuses on establishing foundational skills in language, mathematics, well-being, creativity and understanding the world. You may think this sounds familiar with 2015's Foundation Phase framework. It certainly is. However, the Foundation Phase framework is no longer a standalone curriculum. Instead, the ethos and methods of EYFP, for example, learning through play and experiential learning, have been absorbed into Progression Step 1. So, what Welsh vocabulary can you integrate into the school day? There is going to be a lot of Welsh vocabulary shared in this video. Some of it might be familiar to you and other words could be brand new. In the morning, as you meet and greet the pupils in your class, you can use some different phrases to do this. Firstly, bore da means good morning. Let's practice. Bore da. Bore da. When the children come back from lunch, you could say prynhawn da, which means good afternoon. Prynhawn da. Prynhawn da. Good afternoon. Following on from this, you could continue the conversation by saying sut wyt ti. Now sut wyt ti means how are you? Sut wyt ti. Sut wyt ti, how are you? Da iawn diolch would be a great response to this, as it means very good, thanks. Sut wyt ti? Da iawn diolch. Da iawn diolch. Very good, thanks. Next, let's have a look at how you would ask your pupils to sit down. Eisteddwch lawr. Eisteddwch lawr. Eisteddwch lawr. Registration will always be the first thing you do in class. And as a teacher, you will start the register and ask for your responses. A pupil in Wales will respond by raising their hand and saying Emma, which means here. Emma, which means here. It's a great idea to integrate this into your daily routine. Your pupils will then start to do this automatically every morning. As the day progresses, you could encourage your pupils to use some other phrases in Welsh. For example, by asking to go to the toilet. Ga I fynd i'r tŷ bach os gwelwch yn dda. Ga I fynd i'r tŷ bach os gwelwch yn dda. You could ask the pupils to listen. Listen in Welsh is gwrandewch, gwrandewch, gwrandewch. If you need the class to be quiet, you might ask them for no talking. This would be dim siarad. Dim siarad, no talking. If it's playtime, amser chwarae. Amser chwarae is playtime. Lunchtime in Welsh is amser cinio. Amser cinio, which is lunchtime. At the end of the day, as you are asking them to gather their belongings and tidy up, here are some useful phrases that you can use. Hwyl fawr, which means goodbye. Hwyl fawr. You could say, wela I di yfory. See you tomorrow. Wela I di yfory. Diolch yn fawr pawb. Thank you everyone. Diolch yn fawr pawb. Diolch yn fawr pawb. However, it's not only greetings and general questions you can use Incidental Welsh for. It can also be used throughout lessons within the class. For example, you can add educational Welsh vocabulary into your teaching to promote enthusiasm and engagement in the language through learning. Here are some key words. Numbers, for example. 1, 2, 3. Un, dau, tri. Un, dau, tri. 1, 2, 3. The alphabet, A, B, C, A, B, C. A, B, C, A, B, C. You can also use colours. So coch is red, coch, red. Glass is blue, glass, blue. Melon is yellow, melon, yellow. Introducing children to the Welsh language at a young age will support the aims of Progression Step 1, helping children become confident, curious and independent at the beginning of their educational journey. As well as this, using Incidental Welsh helps normalise Welsh in the children's lives, at the same time as supporting their language retention. Incidental use helps embed language patterns into long-term memory through repetition and context. From a young age, by using Welsh phrases throughout the school day, the Welsh identity and culture is being promoted. This encourages pride in Welsh children and allows them to connect with our Welsh traditions, feeling that sense of belonging. Using Incidental Welsh at Progression Step 1 plays a vital role in laying the foundations for bilingualism in a natural and engaging way. Through simple greetings, classroom routines and playful interactions, young learners are exposed to the Welsh language in a meaningful context. It doesn't need to be a workload to you. The beauty of using Incidental Welsh is that it's informal and doesn't require planning or preparation. It's just conversation and enthusiasm. This early informal use of Welsh not only builds confidence and familiarity, but also supports the development of listening, speaking and understanding skills in both languages. By embedding Welsh into daily experiences, schools help create positive attitudes towards the language, culture and identity of Wales, setting the stage for deeper language development. If you'd like some support on learning Welsh, we've added some useful links to the description for free Welsh language courses. Check them out after watching this. And if you're enjoying this video, why not check out our Welsh series on our channel? For more information on Cymraeg 2050, check out the link below. Dwi wedi bod yn Nicola o My Progression. Let's keep your career in motion.